Hey, Ridgecrest students, we are live today. How are y'all on this last Sunday in February? Coming at you, as you can see, I'm solo today. Let me get this so I can share it with everybody. I'm solo, Chase out of town this week, but excited for today, excited for Rad tonight. And we'll get started in just a second. Let me share this, and then we'll jump into a little something a little different than usual. But today I just want to highlight some stuff for us, have our connection group lesson, and then let y'all be on your way to second service or either to lunch after being here for first service. So today, last day of February, hope you had a great month so far. My month's been pretty good. A lot going on this month. So want to let everybody know that our YouTube channel, still going strong on our YouTube channel. Having content out on Mondays, Motivational Monday, on Sundays, Connection Group Live. Sunday night, Rad is back. So that's a live video. And then once we finish the live video, that'll be posted on our church website later on. If you can't see it live, it'll be on the students' YouTube and on the website to view later. Then we also have video on Thursday, so podcast. So that's an audio and video kind of thing. This week we had our first episode, part one of of Mabry and Laney came out this Thursday. Second part will be out this week. Fridays we put out the vlog. So all of these videos come out at 4 p.m. Every day except for Mondays. Video comes out at 6 a.m. to start off your week, and then on Sundays 10 a.m. and 5:10 p.m. for our Rad. This week's vlog, very special. Had a birthday surprise. First one we've done. So leave us a comment on there. Who knows? We may get you next. But today, look, I'm in a giveaway mood. We got 3 shirts right here. We got a vintage blue, the 516 Nation shirt. We got a vintage 516 Nation sweatshirt. And then we also have this long sleeve 516 Student Nation Student Ministry shirt, all throwback shirts. So look, first person to comment on this live gets all 3 of these. I don't care what you comment. You can comment your name, your birthday, just something, anything. First person to comment gets all 3 shirts. So for today, instead of a game, I want to highlight something that we've talked about a little bit, pushed a little bit on social media. But today, I just want to mention for all of our viewers, all of our students, we now have a student ministry app. So go, if you have your App Store or your Google Play Store, go in, type in Ridgecrest Students, and ours should be the only one that pops up. And we're super excited about that. So basically, I'll give you a rundown. We also have it shared on our Facebook. So there's QR codes if you need that, or there should be an actual like website link on the Facebook post, and you can click on that link and it should take you right to where to download that. But I just want to highlight what's in it. So when you open up the app, we have 8 tabs to choose from. So the first tab is a daily devotion tab. So on this tab, we have a PDF where you basically have each unit. So we're finishing up unit 21 this week. So this coming up week, we'll have unit 22 PDF come up. So in these units, it's breaking up into sections. And then each section, so like unit 22.1, 22.2, 22.3, that sort of thing, each one has their own 5-day reading plan. So it's listed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it has listed out, what you would read each day. Just kind of a daily devotion guide that can help you stay in the Word, just something easy to look at. You can screenshot on there. You can screenshot it so you have it in your camera roll, write it down, that sort of thing. So we have a daily devotion tab. We have a prayer request tab. So in this, we have a section for your name, and then we have a section for what you would like for us to pray for you about. So this goes directly to us. We check it multiple times a week. We've gotten 3 responses for prayer requests so far. So we've gotten those, praying for those things. Super excited about being able to communicate and pray for you all through that. So we'd love if you put your name on there, your actual name. If not, we understand. But that's on there. We have a podcast tab. So this tab is for our Right Now podcast, which is our student ministry podcast. Audio usually comes out each week on Wednesday, and then the video comes out on Thursday that has the audio as well. So this week we'll have part 2 of Lainey and Mabry coming out. Super good video. We've had a lot of good podcast episodes so far. Excited to see what else comes out of those. And then we have a YouTube tab. So this YouTube tab is a little different. Basically, you click on this tab and it brings up all of our videos. So it brings them up in order from when we've posted them and when we've done lives, that sort of thing. So you can click directly on that link in that tab. It'll take you right to all of our videos, so you can go scroll through right there, look at that. Then we have another tab, a social media tab. This is basically a tab that has our Instagram and our Facebook pages. So you can click on those, look through those. If you ever need anything, you can't find something, come to the app, pull up our social medias. If you ever need any information, just go to either our Facebook page or Instagram page, and this is all basically a one-stop shop for all of that. Then we have an events tab. So in this tab, there's not really anything going on right now, but we're working on being able to put in our events. So whenever you're, looking for deadlines or dates for something, we hope that here in the near future, we'll be able to put those in there so that you can see exactly like what dates camp are going to be, when's the deadline to sign up, that sort of thing. Then we have just a contact page. So it has me and Chase's contact information, email if you ever need to get up with us. Or I'm not sure if it has our phone numbers, but if you need those, just reach out, send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get those to you. And then we have an About Us tab. So this tab basically just says what all we're doing on Sundays and Wednesdays to stay connected with you guys. So I just wanted to highlight that this morning. The app, super excited for it. It's basically a one-stop shop for everything student ministry. And we're just excited to have that available to y'all as just a kind of an app that we can just have to you need anything, go right there to the app. Everything's in the app. Love to see that. Super excited for that and how we'll be able to use that in the future. So reminder, first person to comment, anybody comment. We got 3 shirts up here today. A sweatshirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a short sleeve shirt. First person to comment gets all 3. I'm in a giving mood today. Chase is out, so nobody tell him that I'm trying to give away all 3 at one time. But hey, that's what we're going for today. Now, let's jump into our John, I got you some shirts coming your way. Appreciate that. Only comments so far. 3 shirts coming your way soon. So we'll get that to you, John. Appreciate you watching. So today for our connection group lesson, we are on our last unit in chapter 20, in unit 21. We're on our last session, session 4, and this is entitled Jesus Teaches About Living Water. So here we're going to be in John chapter 4, mainly verses 7 through 14. but the session as a whole covers verses 19 through 26, 28 and 29, and then 39 as well. But our main focus is going to be here on John chapter 4 in verses 7 through 14. So as we look at this passage, Jesus is at a well with a Samaritan woman. So many of y'all probably know this story, but it's an awesome story, really cool to think about the way Jesus interacts with this woman. So Jesus asks this lady, he says, hey, let me get a drink of water. Give me a drink of water. And this lady's really taken aback. She doesn't really understand why he would ask her for that, because she's a Samaritan, right? And she doesn't understand why a Jew would ask for a drink from a Samaritan woman, because they didn't associate. So the two wasn't necessarily enemies, but they just really didn't G-haul with each other, really weren't connected with each other. So there was a disconnect. So Jesus is having a conversation with her once she asks why do you need to why would you want to drink? And Jesus is about to tell her here in these verses that I'm going to highlight in 10 through 14. Jesus is about to drop a bombshell on her. So verse 10, Jesus answered, if you knew the gift of God and who is saying to you, give me a drink, you would ask him and he would give you living water. Sir, said the woman, you don't even have a bucket and the well is deep. So where do you get this living water? You aren't greater than our father Jacob, are you? He gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did his sons and livestock. Jesus said, everyone who drinks from this water will get thirsty again, but whoever drinks from the water that I will give him will never get thirsty again. Important. In fact, the water I will give him will become a well of water springing up in him for eternal life. See, Jesus used this situation with this woman at the well to really get her to see that, hey, this well right here is temporary, but me, the living water, the source of your life, is something that is forever. So we see Jesus explains that he himself is the well that will never run dry. He's the well of water springing up that will give eternal life. And Jesus is our ultimate source of life. And we must really put our faith in him. So that's basically what he's trying to tell this lady is, look, you're over here working for water that's going to perish. But if you would just come to me, I'll give you all that you need. And it's a really cool reminder here, especially throughout this last year, through trials that everybody's gone through having to just be different, having to be away from people, and really just not living a normal life. Really thinking about, hey, Jesus is always going to be here for us. He's the only source that we need, and we need to step in and allow him to be that source in our life. So to wrap up today, I have two questions for us to kind of reflect on as we go through this next week and think about Jesus being our living water. The first question is, are you faithfully following Jesus? It's really hard at times, especially when you're in high school. You have a lot of peer pressure, a lot of things pulling you different ways. And sometimes it's hard to really sit down and focus on who Jesus is and what he means to your life. So whenever those times come where you don't really understand what's going on, you got some things you're struggling with, go to Jesus and allow him to be your source to take that away from your life. And then finally, the second question, are you going to Jesus in times of need? So reflecting on, when I'm struggling with this, when I need this, when I want to do this, do I go to Jesus for those things, or do I sit back and let the world take control and look for worldly things to please me or fill me temporarily, instead of going to Jesus and allowing him to fully fill us? So that's what I have today for you guys. Thanks for watching. Want to remind you of this Wednesday night, back in the gym, 6 to 7:30, 6:30 to 7:30 worship. Chase is starting a new series this week. And so that's going to be super cool, super fun to hear about. Then we also have Rad tonight. So high schoolers off campus at your host homes. Senior girls, there was a switch swap with y'all, but y'all should know that. If you don't, reach out. But high schoolers at host homes, middle school preteens here, come to the gym, 4:45 to about 6-ish, 6:15-ish. So y'all be sure to come to Rad. If you can't catch it live while we're doing it, be sure to check it out later with either your family or just yourself. Super excited for this week. Preteens. Last day to sign up for preteen date is today. And then for Identity Weekend, which is our DNOW Identity Weekend, March 19th, March 20th, that deadline this week, I believe March 3rd is the deadline for that. So y'all be sure to get signed up for that. Going to be conference style. Super excited for that, what God's going to do during that week. But that's what we have for y'all today. Thank y'all for joining us. Chase, join us next week. Me and Chase will be back. So y'all enjoy your week. Praying for you guys. Thank you guys. Peace.